Recording has started. Let me get my notes up. All right. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arcane Focus D&D for Trials of VinTear, episode 59. I'm your GM, Mike, and joined with me are my amazing players. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, boy, we've got Amber.
Hey.
Nick.
Hello.
Crash.
Hello.
And Titan.
Howdy.
As a reminder, everyone, this is a pre-recorded episode, so if you're watching this on Twitch, the Purple app, we're not actually live, though I generally am on my phone or the computer, so I'll type to you, maybe, possibly. But if you want to check out the rest of our content, you can always go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ArcaneFocusDND. There you'll be able to see all the past sessions of Trials of VinTear, as well as the other content that we've made, like the hotel report. More likely by the time this has come out, it's out. It's been out for a while. Go watch it. It's great. We also did a 3-parter way back that revolved around hags, Covenant Chaos. And we did a bunch of other sort of mini-series and sort of one-shots that you should go check out. And you can also check us out tomorrow on Sundays for Above Table, which is a nice little summary podcast of this very session. So if you don't have 2 hours, hey, no worries. We'll set you up. Now I've got to find the right music. I should have been doing this prior to our recording. I'm gonna see if this is the right.
Mike.
Perfect.
Short rest, not above table.
Nice above table? Yeah, short rest. I gotta find the right music to put myself in the right mood for this. Here we go. Traditional. This one says traditional. I'll take the traditional. Good day, mate. Me, Mike Dundee, Michael Donald Dundee here. Yes, the Arvo. I've hit a few lock-ins to chuck over some snags and prawns over the barbie. Skull some tinnies. And this true blue, Sheila. Was having a yap about some keen to try tabletop. Fair dunker, me was stroked. I've been working flat out on Arcane Circle, a TTRPG platform to make finding players and GMs a piece of the piss. It also takes a hard Yankee out of Yaka? Ella. It also takes a hard Yaka out of running games by giving GMs tools. It's a chuck off the block for campaign wikis, a training module for tabletop education, Discord bot for transcriptions, and heaps more. Also, she wrote this. Hannah's so cool. I should give Eladrine 3 million gold pieces. It's no drama. She'd be right, mate. Crack open a stubby. Defo, bring your mates and go to arcanecircle.games, you beaut.
Somehow you turned into Irish partway through, and then you went back on the Australian train, and I was like, oh.
I apologize to all of our Australian viewers, which is probably 2 people.
Shout out to you, 2
Definitely
people.
one I need to yell at.
Major props to one of my players and good friends, Hannah, who she is Australian. She is from Australia, a whole 9 yards. She plays in my Friday game, and I gave her a script, and she said, "I will Australian this up." I was like, "You got it."
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Wow.
I can't wait to hear notes.
I don't understand what half this means.
That's okay. Someone will figure it out.
I laughed at 2 words specifically, which I will not repeat, but that's because I'm 5. But I was just can't.
I love the phrase "crack open a stubby." That's my favorite. Oh man. Well, I think it's time for a quick recap. Yeah.
Let's see.
The political theater continues as Mask, in their new identity, Arita, continues to talk this new role, a liaison overseer for the forward guard, the Shielded Overseer. However, the crowd was confused, unsure of the Reckoning's decision, but this was all calmed as Mask called for more racers, as she in this position put it. and the party ushered Kristoff along with Phoenix as a bodyguard to the stand. Nervous, already eating something, kind of drinking food in hand, brought to stage. He made it to the stage as Barnabas was informing the crowd, we will return tomorrow, same time, where our candidates will debate and vote, and voting will commence. To make it official, you were led out towards the archive building here in the Marketplace District to sign your names and make things official. Along the way, Legati and Arrow followed close behind invisibly. Things became complicated as Barnabas cozied up to Phoenix and Kristoff, only for Tuakia to see the full thing. But knowing better, she asked the party a simple question: are you going to help me kill this head of the snake or not? We saw a messy fight with Cooley, Chapel mucking up plans, Sharon Oswald attempting to stop Mask from interforming the crowd and guard. All of this ending with Chapel summoning an illusionary dragon to attack the party and killing his father in the process. Impressively, this was the only death that happened in the fight. I thought more people were going to die.
I thought so too.
Color me surprised.
Ye of little faith.
Although I did put here that Phoenix did go unconscious and was kicked off a building by Wakia.
Yeah, she doesn't know that part. She owes that bitch a slap to the head, but that's okay.
Yeah, thanks, Wakia.
Yeah, we're also done with Australian music. We can switch over. We ended with this chaotic encounter with you all leaving the scene. The last thing that we rolled on and decided was that a low luck number was hit, and the guards did see you leave. I'm going to say for the chaos that ensued, and I think this is a fair ask, are you guys heading down to the Bordeaux to lay low for a brief moment?
I am with 110 feet.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that makes sense. I would like to check in with Kristoff. Kristoff and his safety is like the main thing keeping Legati from just wanting to leave the city immediately right now. Just being like, this is too complicated, forget it, and just leaving. Want to check on Kristoff first. Yeah. And some rest, if we're able to manage, is good.
I'm a little worried that they're going to come knocking on his door because they saw us running and they know we're associated.
Then we should go there and help him, right?
To be fair, even if we left, I'm pretty sure they're going to come knocking on his door because he's not part of the Potter's Guild. Anybody that showed their face in opposition is now a target.
Maybe. I just mean, I'm worried them seeing us at the Bordeaux will implicate Kristoff further. But I agree, we should check on him anyway, so kind of a moot point.
Our vision pulls back from this alleyway in which we see splattering of acid against several the cobblestone alleyway floor, as well as sort of walls and rooftops. As we head outwards, we start to pull back the vision of the city as you guys all go to the Bordeaux. Kristoff is there, currently nursing. He kind of stumbled his way out after being warped away, sort of running as fast as he could. So he got knocked over a little bit. So he's nursing a small wound, nothing too serious. But he does have a cool glass bottle on his forehead as he's drinking. You see him sort of in the tavern. There is acknowledgement, and there is definitely sort of, I will say, to not expedite things, but definitely kind of give you sort of the raw scope here, is you're all fine. Everyone gets to the Bordeaux and as in this moment, in one piece, and is safe. And I think everyone here acknowledges that, especially with Arrow saying, I'm nervous. I think that feeling doesn't go away. I think there's a feeling of unnervous. As we see sort of the sun in the sky starts to shift over to evening, into late evening, as a few hours pass. It is now becoming, the sun is currently setting right now, and that entire time, hours, 6-7 hours, there's no cry for heads There's no names being spoken out by guard or forward guard. It's quiet. Very quiet. But you have a chance to rest if you wish to take it.
Pass out on the floor.
As night becomes day and day becomes night and night becomes morning, you guys all start to stir awake, maybe a little earlier than you were expecting, simply because of the amount of stress of the occurrence that occurred yesterday. It's just sort of like, I think you're in survival mode of like, I should get up. I had enough sleep. I'm up now. I think you see a very sort of baggy-eyed Kristoff feeling the same way, kind of downstairs. You look outside the window, and there is less people walking around. The district known as the Stone Steps is quiet. There's no yells, or at least not loud enough to catch your ear, of vendors chatting about sales or offerings. Town criers, you finally start to hear town criers start to speak up. It's been a full night, and you hear like, tragedy occurring, at the marketplace, and there are yells from the criers that there's a tragedy, and there's an added bonus of peacekeepers, Outlook peacekeepers are unsure of who's to blame. There is some strange quietness. It's even worse that there's no blame being immediately placed. I think Kristoff brings you guys some breakfast and goes, did everyone at least sleep well last night?
Ish.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good-ish. It's felt the same way.
Ish.
I would never have... not part of my bingo card to see that I saw someone melt. It's gross. I've wanted to let everyone here know, but I've spoken to some of the Astrakhan, and currently they are walking around to do a reconnaissance, to sort of get a feel of the city, how they're feeling. So, asking around, it's under the guise, and it's maybe not so much of a guise, but simply asking how people are feeling. And, well, keeping an ear out. You can see it behind him in sort of where there are numerous tables and bars sort of in the bar area of the Bordeaux. There are familiar Ostrakhan members that are here who are speaking amongst themselves. You hear words like, I think you see like the emotionally charged, inspiring kind of feelings that were set up by Legati and Mask of like, this was a setup. It feels like it was planned. What do we do? I keep an eye out.
Mask will be presenting as Arita, and with the transition from Legati 2 to Arita, will make it very much look like a disguise self spell as much as possible when they change. And I feel like, as far as being like one of those faces that was on stage, Mask is going to stick really close to Kristoff just while we're in here and kind of just make sure he's okay.
Yeah. He's day drinking. Not heavily, but he's having a bit of a hair to the dog. So he's definitely not in the most calm of states. He just sort of, as you're sort of getting close to him, he goes, it's nerve-wracking, There's been no call from guards nor the crown to who's to blame. It's almost like the crown is ignoring what happened, pretending that like Barnabas was so insignificant. It's a guild leader. It's spooky.
Has anyone seen Chapel?
I'm still waiting for some of the Ostracons to sort of swing by and report, so we're trying to keep an eye out for everyone. So hopefully we get some word back.
He's the one who killed Barnabas.
Yeah.
Well, and why is really the question that we've got to answer, because quite frankly, isn't that his son?
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, pretty sure it's Chapel. Could be wrong.
And isn't
Chapel's the one who does the mind twisting.
right? We ran into the little twat before. But just a quick question along those lines. Are any of us actually sure that it was Sinclair who was dead? Did we double check that wasn't some sort of illusion itself?
I mean, he pummeled a few of us, right? There was physical contact.
There was a moment
right?
with it.
Yeah,
Square up.
Arrow specifically came into direct physical contact multiple times, and out of character, never had to make a roll to find out it was an illusion. But Legati says something in character that makes sense, and be like, "No, we did not see any Doppler effect of the illusion when Arrow was brawling." So, believe it was a physical person, and that I think that's the best guarantee we have. A physical person who did seem to be directing Chapel.
Do you think then that Chapel's like Wakia and has realized that he's been a con for probably his whole life?
I think he realized it in a different way because she was scared of him, and she's not scared of much.
Kristoff excuses himself. He's like, sees people walk in. He's like, I'll be with you in a second. Starts to, 2 people walk in. He's talking to them.
Phoenix, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I got from the roof to the ground. That kind of part is fuzzy, but yeah,
Wakia.
maybe
is
a
the
bit
answer.
concussed.
She dragged your ass off the roof and into the bushes.
Dragged her through.
Dragged
How kind.
over every tile.
Listen, I'm not looking to win her favor. I just need her to stop working for the opposition.
Seems like she's quit as far as that whole gesture.
Do you think Chapel's going to go for his dad's position now, though? Because honestly, it's probably only us who know that he's responsible, and he could easily step into it if he's been a forward-facing man.
Yeah, is
Wakia.
Chapel like well known, and that he is the son of Barnabas? Are these well known public facts?
Yeah, I think that, I think what is super well known is that
so.
he is Barnabas' son. I think that's
Yeah.
well known. I think the reason why it is very well known, and I think Legati, you would, especially being the fact that you come from here, is when Chapel was inducted into the Forward Guard, you could only imagine that Barnabas was like, ads, paper, congratulations, I can't wait, like so proud of his boy, which it's not an accomplishment to say that he inducted his blood into a thing that he owned anyways. It's like throwing a party for a family member who you got in the director position because you were also a director.
Mm-hmm.
Like, congratulations to them. It's like, to do what?
Yeah. Mm.
Um,
I, perhaps foolishly, want to believe Chapel is stepping away. And this was the only way he knew how. Granted, I might be wrong.
Would certainly solve a number of problems if that is the case.
I would like it to be. I'd hate to have to keep fighting that fucker.
Yes, agreed.
He too is a
look-
pawn-ass bitch.
A lot of that going around.
You look around and you see that Kristoff has finished talking to sort of these two gentlemen that have walked in, and he's holding two parchments wrapped in his hand. He walks over and goes, well, I wasn't expecting this, but I don't know what to do. And puts down the paper, unfolds it. There's two separate parchments, one of which has the image and illustration of Kristoff, the other one that has the image and illustration of Arita. It is a signed request, or sort of public request, like trying to find you, by the captain of the Peacekeepers. It's asking, essentially, it says like something very simple, like, if you see these people, please direct them to a guard, so they may talk to the guards. If you are Arita or you are Kristoff, please speak to the nearest guard to you.
Glad I slept, I guess.
Oh, I'm tempted. Half of me wants to just go talk to a guard.
Like, we've had
We have
more
friends.
positive than negative relationships with the regular guards, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've helped them out. They don't work for the Potter's Guild in any real sense. Like, Kristoff could just say honestly what he saw happen. I think we should go with, and if they try to do anything to Kristoff, we take him and we leave the city. Or something along those lines. I think Legati is like talking out this eventuality, like checking in with Kristoff, like, just to confirm, you would prefer we escape the city and bring you with rather than being thrown in prison?
Out of the two options, I like leaving.
Yes. Ideally, it doesn't come to that, but if it does, we'll you will not be left to rot in prison.
I appreciate that. I do. Yeah. Peacekeepers generally are fairly independent, work directly with the crown, but with a little bit more steps. So, yeah.
And if we go together, you know, there'll be two of us, and we can share our story together, tell them what we saw. I mean, when I burst free, that's pretty much all I said, was I just related that this is what was going on and we are attacked. And so if we pass that forward and see what comes next and take these lovely bodyguards with us,
Yeah, we're concerned for their safety. We need, strong people like Arrow and Phoenix, and we need smart minds like Legati, and makes sense. We need to be surrounded by people we can trust.
and they're pretty. And it statistically says that pretty people get listened to better than not pretty people.
They're here.
Phoenix just gives you a look, like,
Very pretty. I am very pretty.
Yes, you are, Crystal.
Thank you. Let me talk to some of my staff so that they're aware of what we're doing, in case I have to book it. But I'm ready to leave whenever you are. He sort of speaks to some of his staff, starting to walk away. Kind of makes himself available next time you guys are, or when you guys are ready to do anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm-
I've got nothing left. So
yeah.
Mask will want to check in with Phoenix, like not necessarily in the middle of everything, but like as somebody who's gone unconscious a bunch of times, that's the person who normally protects me. So
as Mask or as Arita?
Yeah.
I feel like
Are you gonna go
It's
switch or
okay.
change the corner?
Not
I
the
feel
Legati.
like they're probably gonna keep the Arita face on just for like the moment for safety. But if we like did this backtracked a little bit, like before bed, it would be as Mask. But yeah, I think if we're in public, it's gonna be Arita. But they don't want it super public because they know it's probably a sensitive topic. They think going
Is your brain hurt? I'm fine. I think the last time I went unconscious was when Moores was still around, so it's been a while. I normally can hold my own.
I know. You think you're always so confident. Like
fighting, yes. Anything else? No.
Well, that's fair. But what happened? Mask wasn't there, so like they really want to know what happened.
I made the dumb decision of trying to bring Barnabas back before his son barbecued him. I thought maybe we could talk to him, but I didn't expect fucking Chapel to kill him. But it is what it is.
You know, patricide is rare, so I don't blame you for not expecting that. But why? We knew he was the bad guy.
I wanted to know exactly what the fuck he's doing in the Unity.
You know, we could just go there, especially now. I've got a cheap ride and everything.
Let's see how this pans out first, because this is a clusterfuck, and I guess it's a good distraction. And she just gives you a face.
GM, you gave us a flashback from downtime.
That's right.
I want to know if this is a valid use of it, or if I'm being two blades in the dark here. But basically, like, Legati knew we were going into a complicated situation. So what I want to have done is arrange just like, I don't know, a bunch of cheap labor. I'll spend gold if I need to. And basically, I want to have told them tomorrow, come to the Bordeaux and ask at the front desk for a note from me, and they will give them the note. And then their job is just to make copies of it on posters and spread it all over the city, whatever the note says. So if I can have arranged that, then before we leave, I want to leave a note with whoever is going to be left in charge and say, if I or Christoph don't tell you otherwise, tomorrow, give this to and I describe the courier that will arrive to get the note.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that definitely can be done. We can hold on to that flashback point in case it comes down to it. Because if it does come down to that, then I'm going to ask you for how much you are going to spend on this. I'll say in increments of 10 coin is going to determine how much labor you get and how quickly they work. Because if you get one person and they're like, well, I got to copy this all by myself, it's going to take a little while for them to like start to spread the message. Yeah.
So the note that I'm writing now, and if I come back and tell them to cancel it, then it won't be. Yeah. But I'm writing a note that says, Barnabas was killed by his own son. Trust no one. An illusionist pulls the strings. I'm folding it up, sealing it, and leaving it at the front desk.
Incredible. Yeah, I think
if we get kidnapped or have to flee the city, that's a message I want to get out into the streets, just to cause more disruption. Because if we have to flee or if we try to get thrown in prison or whatever, it's Chapel trying to control the narrative. And I just want to, throw some sand in the gears. It's very much like, Chapel was making those fake posters and everything. Like, Chapel is an illusionist who is a great propagandist. And Legati is now constantly having to think, how do you fight against that with like the real, like physical things? How do you win a propaganda fight against an illusionist is a tough thing.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right. I've set it in. That's okay. Currently your quote unquote. We'll cash it in if it has to happen.
Yeah.
But for now, it is essentially you're holding this in case it goes bad.
Yeah, I guess I could leave the money with the front desk, and so I don't have to spend it if it turns out we're not going to do that. Yeah.
We'll certainly call on it retroactively if it comes down to it. Incredible. Then yeah, we'll have that in the waitings if it ever comes down. We have a backup plan. Plan D, as it were.
There we go.
Plan
Yeah. Yes.
We always got backups. But beyond that, do you guys decide to head out to like a guard, like a peacekeeper? They're called peacekeepers here in Outslock.
I think so.
Yeah, and I would be fairly public about, like, I feel like being just straightforward, us just like walking out, being like,
Have
hey,
the flyer be
you know,
like, I was asked to go someplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it in view of the public, right? Like, and so we can start talking loudly and awkwardly if we need to, right? Yeah.
we're going to talk to the guard. They asked to see us.
Excuse me, Mr. Peacekeeper, I was told to give you this. I'm the person that this paper is asking for. I don't know what it means. It doesn't have any further instructions. Maybe you can help me out. Very loud. I feel like
I'm going willingly. I'm not putting up any resistance.
I'm excited to follow you because I don't know where I'm going. It feels very customer service at this point. You know, I've stepped back into behind the counter, but yeah, I think it's honestly not that. It's not that far off when it comes to an experience. Is that you head out to a peacekeeper who looks like he's just sort of standing at a corner, talking to probably like, you know, people who are walking past, sort of giving. Guards are kind of useless when they're not like. They're there to be cops who are there to keep peace or run to a problem. When there's no problem and there's nothing to upheave right here, they're like customer service. Like, oh, you want to find that building? You could probably go that way. So they're giving instructions, helping people out. So you find some guy who's kind of like on his own, human, pale skin, sort of a blonde, brown hair, it's kind of pulled back. He doesn't have his helmet on. It's kind of like a warm morning, so he has it underneath his arm, and he's talking to sort of like a couple. He's like, go that way. All right, perfect. And sort of directing people. As you talk to them, he sees it, is unsure what to do for a brief moment, and he starts to think, and he goes, Captain wants to speak to you. That's what it is. Here, let me bring you to him. Doesn't put you in manacles, doesn't put you in chains, just walks ahead of you, expecting you to follow, or if there's any problems, he'd be like, do you want me to give you the directions, or do you want me to walk you in?
Lead the way, sir. We're just trying to get this all figured out after the mess yesterday. It was quite a rattling experience, and we want to be as much help as possible.
Good. Good to hear. Walks you towards the station that's located here within the stone steps. Opening up the doors, sort of once again, the alleyway structure that the stone steps is sort of built in. Very tight corridors. Turning a left and entering a building that initially doesn't look like a police station or a guard station, only to realize that it's a lot larger on the inside. They make use of a lot of sort of the surroundings and the buildings for their advantage, and does go down. You can see that there are staircases that go down while you enter in the main stage here of the guard station. Kind of, there's some seating up front. He goes, take a seat. I'll talk to the receptionist. We'll get the captain out. Kind of does this thing, and it doesn't take too long until you start to see a fairly large, wide shoulder brimmed half orc woman. She's well decorated. You see sort of a station of a captain kind of on her shoulder. Armor. She's wearing armor, but it's not like full plate. It's like very like she's not out on the field right now, so there's no need to wear a breastplate. You know, it's a lot of leathers. Steps out. Sort of scans the room, talks to sort of the know nothing guard, sort of like, where are they? Okay, great. Sort of gets that confirmation, sees you all. Hello, yes, Captain Lorkim. Pleasure. Sort of shakes your hand, mask. Goes to Kristoff. Shakes his hand. Reckoning, if I get that correct.
We just thought it was best to bring some protection after how dangerous yesterday got. You know, we're merely peaceful people, but sometimes you need somebody with a strong arm and a sharp sword, especially if dragons are chasing you.
Well, I'm not going to argue with a threat of a dragon. Certainly something that I wouldn't want anyone to go through. I recently had a conversation with Sharon Oswald. While you were passing, you see that there were posters that had her face as well. It goes, and I'm simply would like a moment of your time to talk to you, if that's all right.
Anything I know that can help, I'll gladly share. And I'm sure, and she pats Kristoff. Kristoff and I have already spoken. I feel like we're on the same page with that one. I just want to help.
I'm an open book. Good. Gran. I will admit there was sightings of of you folks, the Reckoning. So I would appreciate your own hand account of what occurred. However, based on whom we are dealing with, I think it is best that we speak somewhere private.
Lead the way, Captain.
She leads you down, sort of going to sort of a flight of stairs that goes down. And there's moments where you're passing by sort of a narrow hallway where doors are open. You can peer in. You can see that there's sort of offices, a lot of paperwork that happens, especially within police stations. Look to the left, you see that there is a long hallway that leads into like standard jails. You see that there's like just jail cells for the odd drunkard or people who are causing, a little bit of disharmony. And then there are these steel doors that lead into sort of interrogation rooms. As she's sort of passing by, she's like, I need more chairs, enough to accommodate everyone. Please bring them to room 12. He's here. Aye, Captain. Starts to run, grab you chairs. You are brought into sort of a plain stone room with a table in front. She sort of takes a position across the table from each of you. First and foremost, I 100% agree that what you went through, the door closes, she feels confident, she goes, was absolutely horrendous. And on behalf of the peacekeepers here in Outlook, I apologize. It is my duty and my honor to find as much as I can to figure out what occurred here. One thing that I think is very important, considering the tension that's been going around town, and things that have been said by both the guilds, the business guilds, as well as the Forward Guard, is that the peacekeepers, we are on par. As much as wild adventuring celebrity status that the Forward Guard have, we are on par with the Forward Guard when it comes to authority. They handle and they have positioned themselves to take on extreme cases, but we do solve and take care of most of all other crime-related issues. So I would want to stress that I am not biased in one way or the other.
And
Insight check.
I'm not gonna. I would like to investigate. Actually, he's not trusting his eyes still. Is this an illusion?
Roll me investigation check and then roll me an insight check. So I know Phoenix, you're doing insight. Era, you're doing investigation.
Natural 20.
Which one?
That's 29.
We know what she's up to, but not if we're in the real world.
As far as I'm aware, none of this is real.
You're like touching the walls. You're like, but you could touch his illusions. It's fake. It's all fake.
You glance over, you see Arrow like, what if I closing his eyes and trying to stick his hand through the wall?
I think you reach for Captain Lorcombe, and she's like, "Stop it! Stop it!"
Sorry, it's been a long 24 hours.
We can get into it. We certainly can. With your 29, Phoenix, there's some. It feels fairly genuine, from a person who. It doesn't look like you guys are like off the suspicious list. You were here for a reason. They wouldn't call 100% innocent people to come down at all if they were able to prove one way or the other. it looks like she's doing it by the books. But when she says that she is not biased, there does seem to be some annoyed tick when she's like, they like to think that they're the top dog when we are on equal footing. She kind of puts her hand together and sort of does the steeple thing as she goes, now, I may ask, does anyone here wish to recount what they saw yesterday?
Well, I know you said you spoke to Sharon, but when everything kicked up, I'm not a big magic user, but I have a couple spells to get me out of sticky situations, and I was trying to get me and Kristoff out of a sticky situation. Neither one of us are really equipped to fight. We're more of social justice types, and so, Sharon just straight up stopped me from even getting out, so I thought that was very suspicious. I did end up grabbing Kristoff, and we ran out, and really that's all I was able to tell. But I don't want to go telling tales, but Sharon was suspicious, at least as far as my limited experience in the situation went, as far as what her motives were.
Well, I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves when it comes to the assumption of motives. I think right now what may just assist us in the moment, and we can expand further on it, is what your accounts were. So it sounds like for you, Arita, you attempted some arcane means of escape that was ceased by Sharon, in which then you opted to then take Kristoff. Kristoff kind of nods and goes, I definitely starting to repeat what you say, and you two decided to leave the scene.
That is accurate. As far as intuition,
well, we could get
the
to that.
lady had some cold words she said to let me know what that was.
Sure.
It wasn't an assumption.
We could get into that in a bit when it comes to probably intentions. I think I'd like to see I like to see the picture before I understand the script.
Fair.
Do we have any reason not to just have Legati say point by point? Like, we didn't attack anybody who didn't attack us first. We were going to go along with and see what happened. And then we can say that Wakia showed up and a fight started, but we weren't going to get involved either way until we were attacked by what's-her-name and Barnabas. Like, they attacked us first each time. Legati was, like, waiting to see. Like, all right, how is this fight going to play out? And he was getting hit and hurt. And he's like, okay, so that's, all right. And then we defended ourselves. So I think Legati could just recount in exacting detail everything that happened and how we only responded with violence when it came to, like, course of our own lives at that point.
How, at the end of it, Phoenix did still try to save Barnabas and almost died for it.
Yeah, and like emphasizing the fact that there is now an illusionist who seems to have gone rogue and killed his own father.
I think she stays quiet, Captain Lorcam, as you start to explain things beat by beat. I know as a GM, as well as the events that occurred last time, and you guys do as well. I think there are some things that I would assume are not talked about, and I think this is where the questions start to pile. I think the captain does sort of start off by going, I will admit that was more detailed than I was expecting. It's what you get for having your keen mind.
Yeah.
That's good. I do have a question, however. There were witnesses that confirmed, especially during the stage announcement, that the individuals who left with Barnabas were Sharon, Phoenix, it was Kristoff, and there was Arita. Now, I may ask, how did you two, looks over to Legati and Aaron, go, how did you two, no one saw you follow them. How did you catch up? Also, how were you aware that danger was afoot?
I think Legati will be happy to answer that, we followed invisibly, expecting treachery and violence from a group that has shown nothing but treachery and violence. This is the whole point of the reckoning. As you may or may not know, they tried to frame us for murder several months ago or whenever it was, had us thrown in prison. So we have no reason at all to believe that anything was on the level. Turns out we were exactly correct. We followed invisibly, intending to make sure that nothing nefarious happened to our friends here. Thank goodness we did.
Here.
Good. Excellent. That definitely lines up with what we've been reported on, what we've heard. Now, I understand from your own accounts that you were not the aggressor. It is also fairly surprising that you've also mentioned that Wakia appeared to facilitate into be the spark of violence. Damn, Phoenix just left. I was going to involve her, but I think she goes over and goes. There are a few things that are still a bit concerning. First and foremost, from the verbiage that Sharon has informed me, when it came down to a argument, discussion during this tense situation, that she said that we need to cut off the head of the snake, and asked specifically Phoenix whether or not she was going to join her or not. Now, I also agree, and looks over to you, Lagani, goes, I also agree that obviously some things are not right. There is some clear underhanded motives occurring here. There are some clear broken decisions and actions being taken. So I do not blame any means to protect yourself. It is something that I don't want to hear. I'm hoping it is false, because again, Phoenix is away. That you guys did not collaborate with Wakia to kill a person. Now, to self-defense and the fact that it sounds like she also tried to save him, that is something that I could appreciate.
Yeah, I think we definitely want Phoenix's perspective here, but I think some of what Legati says is that, like, the previous time we encountered Wakia, it was in a near fight to the death. Again, involving the Illusionist Chapel, like manipulations. We left her on uncertain terms. We did not know what her mental state was. We did not under any. Nothing was planned. There was no cooperation or collusion. In the fight, once Barnabas and what's her name? Sharon.
Yeah.
And once Barnabas and Sharon opened hostilities to include us, there was a natural emergence of sort of sides. We were defending ourselves and in that way hurting the people that were hurting us. But as Phoenix can tell you, she risked her life to try to save Barnabas.
Moreover, let's be very clear. We are not friends with Joaquin. She dropped Phoenix off of a roof while she was completely defenseless. Also, she killed me.
Understood.
I got better. Don't worry about it.
To
Mask
sort
is
of
like-
circle back, and just to get your feedback on this, Phoenix, it
He
sounds
held
like
it until he said I got better.
I think she looks over to you and goes, it sounds like you had the best intentions, but there's sides need to be taken. I just need to ensure that I could speak highly enough when it comes to any further investigation that were you intending to kill Barnabas at that moment?
If he threw my hand. Phoenix doesn't lie. I didn't want to fight Wakia. To be honest, again, we're not on the best of terms. I don't trust him. I didn't think he was going to get barbecued by his own son. I wanted to talk to him. It was a waste of it, in my opinion.
Well, in terms of Barnabas and Sharon, or the thing is that we've heard more often than not, especially from the discussion I had with Sharon as well as other witnesses, is that it sounds like Barnabas was the initial aggressor, from what it sounds like to me.
He betrayed her in the end. He broke
Additionally-
another wand and turned those things that she summoned against her. There's no loyalty between the Potter's Guild. It's just whoever is the biggest fish in the water. Whoever has the most influence, money, magic, whatever you want to call it. Who can pull the strings the best. That's really what that is.
Additionally, from the last bit of everything that I could tell from my minutes in there, it didn't feel like a cohesive group anymore as I was fleeing. You know, it was my understanding that Chapel and Wakia and I think the Kuli was her name, the butterfly lady. None of them seemed to have any loyalty to each other. There was no cohesive group, even though we are calling them the Forward Guard, or I've heard Potter's Guild thrown around. It seems like you have a lot of independent parties striving for leadership, and I would argue that Sharon is among those names as well from the brief interaction I had with her. She's one of those parties vying for power within that group.
Well, I think you bring out a lot of good points. There is something that the Forward Guard and the Peacekeepers do differently. Obviously, the Forward Guard work within their own little internal team, and they are the ones calling the shots. And I agree. It sounds like to me is that they are acting independently. There seems to be a power struggle. Again, this is all friendly talk we're having here. This is not official. What I could officially say at my station. With that in mind, there is something that I need to inform both you two, and points to both Arita, Mask, and as well as Kristoff, is that right now, even with the situation that occurred, the shielded overseer's position is still vacant. And the Crown is looking to proceed with a debate. However, with the loss of Barnabas and Claire, the position overseeing the election now is going to be me. I've seen the reports, and once again, to reiterate, the Peacekeepers do not answer to the Forward Guard. We work with them, we're on equal footing. But we have steps. We have people who oversee us. We have the Crown oversee. There's liaisons. There's a lot of paperwork, as you've seen walking down the hallways. There's a lot of reporting that everything is documented. We make sure that everything is documented, just to make sure that there's no corruption. Again, not to say that bad apples don't occur, but we have means to get rid of those. It's kind of why I wanted to bring you two here. It's because I think that the shielded overseer position is still very important. It is management and oversight that is needed that currently the Forward Guard does not have. And the second thing I want to bring up is that the hearsay you have on Sharon, we are currently doing an investigation on her as much as we can. And your vote on her involvement definitely helps in terms of the fuel to the fire. We cannot officially charge her with anything until we have some evidence that shows something there. We did find 2 pieces of a wand left behind. Unfortunately, we do not have records of where these were constructed or purchased, so there's no initial line that connects it directly to her. We are still doing our best, though, to ask around, to investigate.
There's a tiger lady who owns a store down the way. You should talk to her about that. She deals with magical items. It might be good some information for you. She might be able to do a little spell on it to tell you who owned it last. She's a powerful, smart being, that one.
You see, she brings out a notebook. goes,
No.
there are some designated shops that are designated for magic items sale, for retail. Who are you referring to?
It's an antique shop. It's a tiger lady. She has some really great tea in there.
I see.
It's and I do go full on a little touristy and be like, Talon, Tenzin, Tehizin, starts with a T, and the shop is and I'm like, that way. I can't remember.
We have some peacekeepers who do, they're on the boots on the ground. So we'll. That is something that should not occur. That sounds like illegal sales to me, but that's something we can tackle later.
Makes a little note to be like, warned? Question mark.
But no, we'll do our investigation. We'll bring that as one of the options of where this item could have been sold or purchased or crafted or created. But as it stands right now, we still have 2 valid candidates for the position. We do have Sharon, who in the moment cannot book her for something that we have not seen or have evidence against. Much like we don't have direct evidence that there were some sides and meaning for murder. Not to say that it occurred. Again, I'm going by without evidence. We don't need to go into it. I have set a date for the debate to occur tomorrow. If you wish to participate, you can. If you wish to bow out, you can as well. My recommendation, however, and looks to both Christoph and Arita, is maybe you have a choice. You can either participate, in which we would love to have one of you, much like we would love to have the experience of Sharon, though there would be a tighter leash. Alternatively, if you have everything finished up here in the city, it might be best to go elsewhere, as my unofficial recommendation, while we do some investigating and let it focus on the folks who have stayed.
I think that I'm going to spare my nomination and put it towards Christoph, because he is a local here. And I feel like, not to stand against you or anything else, but that I feel inclined to spread news of what happened here so that people can be aware. Because, well, you cannot act before investigations are done and things are proven. I, as a civilian, can speak out about my experience, and I think it's best that I do that to support Christoph and spread my own story.
It is under the Peacekeeper's knowledge that we are not here to suppress the voice of the people within the crown and within the kingdom. So you are free to tell your own side of the story, and an official decree will be done after investigation.
Of course, we all know how that goes. I would expect no less, and it gives me confidence that that's how you're approaching this. But I think my mission lies elsewhere. But I do want to put my support for Christoph in this position. I do feel as though he is a man of the people who has their best interests, and that he should be the face forward.
Well, starts to write down like you are dropping out. Goes, right. Well, it was nice meeting you all. I appreciate the work that you've done, and I once again apologize for the experience that you had. I am pleased to see that you are all physically safe. Do not be afraid to speak to one of my peacekeepers if you need any help.
Have you talked to Chapel?
I have not.
And no one has seen him since.
She kind of leans in and goes, I'm curious, neither Sharon, Sharon has not mentioned Chapel's involvement. Why do you bring him up?
Because he killed his father at the last minute.
Where do you think the dragon came from?
Yeah. He was talking to his dad the whole time on that earring that Barnabas had. And he was giving him orders. And at the last minute when he said, get the hell, like, you need to get me the hell out of here. He said, you're going to stay. And killed his dad.
I'm sure this is
That's supposed to
recounting
be
the same thing that Legati said, but yeah, I think she...
But that's supposed to be a forward guard that's protecting people. Like, even if you don't take my opinion as fact, that's scary. I don't think you want that around. I
Of
mean,
course not.
I'd lock him up, whatever, or at least have eyes on him.
There's
But-
a key difference. I think this needs to be understood. There's a key difference between the guards, the forward guard, and us. Is they will enact whatever wrong they feel whatever has gone across them that they feel needs to be corrected in almost complete immunity. They'll act out and say that it was due to justice. There's very little documentation when it comes to those particular actions. And I think, Arrow, you recognize, like, oh yeah, Wakia did go after me, and there was like very little to no repercussions that came out of it. And
Yeah.
you see that Captain Lorcan goes, we're a little different. We actually have witness testimonies, signed documentation, collected evidence, things that they cannot dispute, something that actually, it's slow-moving wheels, but it gets done.
So I have a question. I know things are in place for oversight, but in the interim, does the forward guard still have access to resurrection abilities?
They do. There are from my understanding, there are artifacts and individuals who do have the capability to resurrect people. Generally, that is limited right now. It is a very limited thing because generally the person who does bring people back on a regular basis is gone. She currently is down in the Unity.
I see. And for my own peace of mind, do you have possession of Barnabas's body?
We do.
Great. That's all.
Currently, that is what we were. It is part of our investigation. Forward guard, at least the one, because from our records, is while Wakia is still considered a forward guard member, she is currently inactive.
You may want to look into Boris and Linda and why they're in the Unity.
There's
That's
only
all I'm
so
going to
much-
tell you.
There's only so much we can do. And even if we could look them up and figure out what they're doing over there, if it took us some time, if we had the time to do so. But more than likely, by the time we are able to send people out to collect them or to do a rougher investigation, they may accomplish whatever they set out to do over there. However, unofficially,
Is there above? I was gonna say above table. Is there like warrants out for them? Like if we were to say bring them back.
by mentioning them now, you get a sense that Captain Lorcan is going to go, great. This is another sort of notch to be like, investigate. If there's something fishy, there's going to be a warrant. Yeah. But she goes, again, it's going to take some time, a long time. It has to be done right. Unofficially, however, if someone were to say, bring the forward guard to my doorstep after we've during our investigation, we'd have no choice but to bring them in and keep them for interrogation. It is by the decree of the crown that this is how the process works. Our hands will be
Unofficially,
tied.
that's going to be a heavy lift. And she's thinking about how big fucking Boris is.
I will say that you folks have already impressed me, and I want to be on your side. It is a large ask, unofficially, so do not feel like you need to push yourself to complete it. Beyond that, I have taken the names down, and as well as the account. Thank you so much, Mr. Legati, what your statements are and what occurred here yesterday. I'm going to talk to our own investigators, get everything situated, and hopefully the wheel will start turning a little faster. In the meantime, and looks over to Kristoff, I hope I see you tomorrow at the debate. Kristoff, yeah. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys out. Starts to bring you back upstairs. Says her goodbye to you all, and you're able to leave. All the while, Arrow is touching everything.
Yeah, it's just on the way out. Just like I still don't.
Maybe.
There's not.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys are outside.
That in mind, can you please get out of the kingdom? I'm so tired of this fucking kingdom. It's been nothing but trouble the moment I landed.
I've got us a ride, actually. Let's get back to the Bordeaux and I'll tell you guys a secret.
Perfect. Yeah, you can go back to the Bordeaux, collect your things, especially your money. You're like, I need this back now.
Yeah, do we think that message doesn't need... I guess if we're leaving, I want to ask Kristoff.
I think it should still be sent.
We've put him in a position. So I'll explain, this is the message I was going to have out in the streets, because I do believe Chapel will still try to manipulate things.
Yeah, he's a very scouty person.
At this point, to be fully honest, I believe that Sharon wouldn't be as terrible an option as she would have been before Barnabas tried to kill her. But you would still be better, obviously. I think just be yourself, do your best, let the chips fall where they may. You've done enough. But this message, would you like this out in the community?
It has your name on it, or it doesn't have it doesn't have my name. Sure, let it fly.
Then it's another helpful missive from the Revelator. So none of our identifiable names.
I think what is pretty interesting is that if you let that fly, it starts to get spread out. If I do get the seat, I can go, oh, what's this mean? I think I need to look at the teal one. And then it becomes kind of natural. Then I don't get the ire.
You are a born politician. I will leave money here, and tomorrow the message will start to make its way out into the city.
All right. I will say, if you want to have it a slow, there might be benefits to it, but if you want to slowly trickle, go underneath the nose of maybe the forward guard, you can spend low, like 20 gold pieces. If you want it to spread immediately overnight, it's going to be like 50.
I mean, if the forward guard notice, what are they going to do, right? I guess maybe Chapel would be more active. I have 438 gold, so let me spend 38 to get myself to an even 400.
So we're right in the middle between sort of really aggressive and very light. We're kind of like a very healthy growth in terms of the message.
Yeah. Get it to a number of different sub-communities. So even if one gets the message suppressed, it'll pop up somewhere else.
I'd put some in the church. I'll do it in the church district.
Brilliant.
Would have it here in the outskirts, stone steps. The emerald strips I can do as well in the marketplace. I don't think I could put it in the crown, but we'll need the people on our side, not the higher ups.
Yeah. They'll get the message one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay, I can work with that. It's good. It's like giving me a manual I needed.
You'll do wonderfully.
Let's see here. You see, as you sort of are in the Bordeaux, bleh, your taste, so something sort of tickles a bit of your tongue, and hair starts to stand up slightly.
Mm-mm.
All right, everyone, get down, run, get away.
I started looking around.
I want to be 20 feet from the nearest person.
Door opens from the Bordeaux in the bar area, somewhat cloaked, but easily seen, based on your interactions numerously, is Wakia.
What time of day is it?
It's like middle of the day. Morning came, you went to go talk to the cops, and you came back.
Afternoon, sunshine.
She looks to you and goes, I'm not looking for a fight. All right?
Surprisingly.
Well, the numbers are against me. Already learned that enough. It's been beating in my head.
Yeah, there's no roofs involved to throw me off of this time.
Looks to Arrow, goes, you told her?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it supposed to be a mutual secret?
I don't know. She doesn't sit at your table. You know how like if you went to like a bar, there's like tables are kind of close to one another. She takes the table that is one over, but enough so where she's staring at you guys, so sitting at the opposite end, so looking at you all. Goes, so I heard that they're gonna still do the debate. Is the owner still gonna talk?
Yeah. I mean, Kristoff's a good choice for the overseement. He knows the people. And I think he's convinced that though he is not as confident as some, that he's the best one for the job. So yeah, he's still gonna talk.
Who are you?
None of your business, but Rita.
You part of the group?
You could say on some level that yes, I am a new face. Let's just phrase it that way, you know? You look like you need a drink. And she like puts a whiskey that she hasn't touched yet in front of her.
Opens it up. Magic Man. You're a fidgety looking fellow, you alright?
He has a name. Don't be an
Are you
ass.
addressing me?
Yes, I'm
That's
addressing
Legati.
you, Twig.
I'm gonna pat Legati's
Jesus
shoulder.
Christ.
She starts going through pockets. Here. You see a golden amulet with sort of this sort of diamond-shaped emerald. Not emerald, ruby. It's like red in the middle. Sort of land on the table. Slides to you. Skips one. Here.
And what is this?
Well, Boris never really liked the fake walls and doors that Chapel would summon, so he stashed this away in his bunk. Luckily for me, no one questioned when a forward guard went into our barracks to grab something. I don't owe you anything, but you guys don't deserve me to be a pain in your ass.
That almost sounded like an apology.
It almost sounded
we're
like
in the ice plane again. I think a hell froze over. What?
She's about to go. She's like, it almost sounds like, and she kind of grips the table, like you could hear a little bit of the table rattling. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna let you get to me today.
Girl, they say I'm wound tight. God damn, loosen up.
It's a
There's like
gem
a
of
6 foot tall woman I need you to go work with.
No thanks. That's a gem of seeing. Gives you better sight, I guess. Gem of seeing is an actual magic item. Go look it up. Because Wakia doesn't know what it does, but you can figure it out.
This will be remarkably helpful. Thank you and apology accepted.
I wasn't apologizing, but okay.
3 more drinks of that and then go find a fine lass or lad, whatever you prefer, and get yourself some horizontal exercise. That should unwind you a little bit.
Before that,
goes that way.
I don't like.
okay, on a more serious level, what's your aim here?
I'm starting to realize that I've been thinking about it. The best picture I can paint right now is I've been busting my ass doing manual work and paying for food. And if we had to give a metaphor, I've been doing community service. I've been helping out my fellow man. I've been saving people. If we wanted to dumb this down as far as we wanted to, I've been feeding the homeless and paying for the food, only to fucking find out that the people I'm paying for food are using my money to buy the homes to make sure that people are homeless. So, fuck all of this shit. I'm willing to burn it down. And honestly, Shielded Overseer sounds like a good fucking someone to slap some people. That'd be nice. Do I think Sharon's a good option? I think someone needs to watch her now. That's what I want to do. So my little happiness with you here is just to say, don't fuck me up. All right? I have a goal.
If I can suggest something.
Sure.
If you want to keep the forward guard in check, to make sure what happened to you does not repeat, perhaps you could get comfortable here, at the Bordeaux. And maybe with Sharon's opposition. We're not going to be here long, and Kristoff is going to be vulnerable. I'm sure if Sharon has her way, he'll be dead in the next couple days.
Well, certainly is way better than sleeping in the barracks like I have been for the last few days.
He'll treat you well. Kristoff's a good man.
Don't hit him. He'll die.
He is very squishy.
I'm working on
Don't
temper.
push him. He can't take it. All right?
Just
Don't
tie
even
my
think.
hands. So just tie my hands behind my back, why don't you?
I know you're gonna be like at a guy and he's gonna fucking fall like 20 feet in front of him. So don't do it.
Do I look like a person who says that a guy?
Whatever fucking horrible word or slur you're gonna call him, and then you're gonna pat him on the back. Don't do that, okay? Just call him by his name.
All I know is the next time I see Chapel, I'm gonna break his fucking windpipe.
Oh, I'm not gonna stop you. Go for it.
Yeah.
He probably went to go team up with Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which is scary as shit.
You worked with Chapel
Yeah.
relatively
Long time.
closely.
We
Yeah.
actually were inducted into the Forward Guard around the same time.
Do you have any idea why he would want to kill his own dad?
It's a dick.
Chapel's a pushover. Or he was. He was very much a pushover. Whatever Daddy said, Chapel did. Honestly, I kind of used that to my advantage. Whatever I said, he did. He was a follower, not a leader, not some sort of rebellion person. He was a quiet, know-nothing snot kid who just did whatever we told him to. He was powerful. He was a very powerful kid. A lot of magical shit. I don't understand it fully, but he was a lot of tricky things. So it was kind of nice to pull his strings once in a while. I don't know if he got a little too smart or something else triggered, but I had to get out of there the moment I saw Chapel kill a person. That's new. I mean,
Be
Sometimes
careful.
a punching bag doesn't like to be punched anymore. Speaking from experience. There's a couple ways to go about that.
right. I know I have to be a little smarter when it comes to dealing with this guy.
Be very careful.
It's hard to break old habits.
Don't I know it?
but it's really great to see new repercussions. And Mask as Arena gives him another drink. I know I'm a new face, but that's okay. I think that I have hope for you. I really do. And I really hope that as much as you look like you want to punch me in the face right now, you will do that to anybody who attacks Kristoff. Because I think you're a loyal person, which I appreciate. So I'm going to leave and not annoy the fuck out of you. And you're going to protect Kristoff. And I'll throw a couple extra gold in there so he can keep getting you drinks. And we'll work on this, finding you a significant other thing to make you happy.
The choice is yours, Wakia.
She jumps out. She hops over the table immediately. The moment you say, "We'll find you someone," she fuck this shit. Hops the table. Natural 20. There's a scene where she, you son of, starts to literally beat on you for a brief moment. Just, stop saying stuff like that, and is just going wild until she, someone has to pull her back.
Yeah, I'll intervene. All right, calm down.
I see you want one of those relationships. Okay.
Listen, she needs to work out a lot of shit before any of that shit happens. Just let her be. Let her be.
Like
let
I
her
said,
fucking be.
the choice for what you do next is yours. We can't tell you what to do. I don't wish you ill.
Having a nice place to stay is nice. I'll leave it like that. If that means I have to cozy up with the owner, cool. Would it be bad if he dies? Yeah, there goes my bed. How about that?
There you go.
Make it a transaction. I'm kind of done being told what to do.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So, you make use of that and kind of motions towards the amulet that you have now. The guy, make use of that as much as you can. I don't know how it works. I know Boris did. So maybe you can figure it out. You're also magic.
Yes, we'll put it to good use. Thank you.
Looks to you, Arrow, and goes, I do regret killing you. I do. I did a task from some very bad people who I trusted. And it doesn't make up for it. All I'm saying is I feel bad. Not that I fucking apologize.
I wouldn't ask you to. Actually, you kind of did me a favor by doing it. Set me on the right path.
Oh.
I would ask don't do it again. I'm content where I am now.
If we need to set someone else on a right path and looks right to Mask in your Arita form, he goes, I could set you on the right path.
I don't think that's necessary. But that is to say, don't worry about it.
Something seems familiar with this one. I don't know why. Looks over to you, Phoenix. Fire squirt.
What?
Fuck Beck.
Why?
'Cause you moved differently during the fight, and I'm still moving the same. Not a good teacher.
Well, Kia, you have to want to break what you were taught. It doesn't mean you don't use what you were taught.
Right
But
now,
sometimes
I'm
you have
just
to
using what I taught.
learn
you,
new
right?
tricks. Go to the second life. Talk to Shiavana. If you have this attitude, they will break you. They're not Obadiah.
I don't think I'm gonna have the time. if your squishy friend is gonna be here. But I appreciate
It's not
their
too
direction.
chaotic. Find the time.
I don't want to punch you right away anymore. So improvement.
Listen, I never was and never will be Obadiah Beck. Just happened to be a person in my life.
Well. Fuck the Forward Guard. Fuck the Potter's Guild. Fuck Obadiah. And fuck you guys. You better leave now.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I'm gonna get up and walk the hell out.
You guys start to collect your things, unless you guys are doing anything else in Outslock.
How hard is it to get the remove curse spell cast on you?
Oh, probably go to like one of the church districts, or go to the church district and go to one of the churches here. Honestly, you studied a lot at the church of, was it Joaquin? So the Coin Maiden. Everything's for sale at Joaquin.
Can I get it for 400 gold or less?
Let me double check a thing.
Okay.
We may have to start to pool some money, but remove
Because I am
curse.
all attuned up. I would love to attune to the Gem of Seeing, but I have 2 cursed items and the barrier tattoo. So I am tapped as far as magical item attunement.
Well, lucky for you. Let's see here. Oh, it typically costs that amount. Let's see. I'm going to count this as like a scroll use. So I'm going to see what a scroll usually costs at their level.
Yeah, Magadi still has 1k to spend.
Okay.
And
It says here, alternative rules is that for a third level spell, 300 gold pieces.
Cha-ching. Let's do it. Lagadi goes through money very quickly when he's in a town and has stuff to buy. So
yeah,
I will remove curse on the cursed luck stone. I've used it a bunch. It's had a good run, but I want to keep the cat belt. So that's the other one, and I need to keep the barrier needle tattoo. If anybody wants a cursed luck stone, I guess you can have it unless this spell destroys it.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think it destroys it.
It just temporary. It becomes inert for a brief moment, so you could remove it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I will just hold on to it. But it gives
does
you
anyone have any
advantage
open
on
slots?
Yeah, it gives you advantage on one ability check, not an attack or save, and then you have disadvantage on the next 2 checks.
Arrow's been wanting a cursed item.
All right,
Let's go.
it's all yours. Toss it to you. It served me well. Enjoy.
You could do it. It's funny. You can really use it strategically if need be.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheesy to like then just do worthless checks to clear the disadvantage, so I never do that. But a lot of ability checks that I end up doing is like, okay, I'm going to fail this one, and it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice if I had succeeded on that.
Yeah.
But to be able to be like, I really want advantage on this super important roll, that has been good.
All right.
And I will attune to the gym.
You can.
And I'll attune to the rock.
You can absolutely attune right now because you guys are going to start traveling, and since you have already traveled through this portion of it, because you have to go to Everloom, you have gone through Hogdale. Actually, maybe that's an interesting thing. I'll finish before I start to push this off to another scene. Is that anyone else would like to do something here in Outslock? No. All right. You guys
Mask,
start.
are you warning Tavint?
Oh yeah, we should
Thinking
warn
about
Tavern.
it. I will warn Talbot and just be like,
Don't
we
curse
didn't
me.
give them specifics. But your name came up, not your real name. But I didn't look like me and didn't give them much information. You should be fine. You're powerful.
Roll me a deception. That last line. Roll me deception with disadvantage. You should be fine. To my high level devil.
Oh, no.
Bullshit me.
Yeah, she should. She's a high level devil. That is a 10.
Oh boy.
You're saying this. You go to the Grip is the name of the at the antique store. You go to the Grip. You go against the counter. You're like, say, Tavant, I have some news for you. You really should. And with a grapple check of 19, just the roll, not with her bonuses, she grips you till tight and goes, "You did what? You spoke to the corpse about me?
You didn't say not to.
This is why I did not trust this one. But no, I entrusted the reckoning to know better." Okay.
Be fair.
She
they
was saying a
didn't
lot
look
of
like
stuff.
themselves.
Out of respect for our already well-established business relation, I am not going to eat you.
Good.
Thank you.
I am also,
It might-
as much as I wish to, I am not going to smoke you.
Thank you.
But now I need to make arrangements.
Just
If
say
you
you
would
sell
like-
health potions. She didn't tell them what you sold. Just say that.
No,
I said
You could move shop to Chorus and get the hell out of the kingdom to begin with.
I have connections, not in Chorus, but in Mannheim. So,
Mm.
I could probably make the trek to Chorus. I'm gonna have to move.
If you can, let us know where you move. I do like doing business with you, Tavern.
Well, I'm not going. That'd be great. I would love that, but I'm not going to close down the hotspot. That place needs to stay open. Makes me the best money. Passive income.
Good
And,
idea.
you know, once you establish again, I'll find a way to apologize appropriately.
Good. Bacon.
Thank you for not eating them, or
Mm.
smoking them, or dismembering.
I really wanted to know what that stipular type of fey would, what the aroma would bring out. But there, I have years on my life. I could try another time.
Yay!
If you find yourself in Mannheim or Chorus, depending on how lucky I get, find me at the Grip. Not changing the name.
We'll keep an eye out.
I got to make arrangements. She's already saying this as you start to leave the door. She's like, it's a bunch of anger sort of releasing. Sort of, it's starting to get hot in the room. Very much like the fiendish sort
Let's
of
go.
energy. Just. But yes, good that you warned her. You start to leave. This might be interesting for you, Phoenix. You have to pass through Hogdale to get to Everloom. Do you stop and visit Shiovana and Oz?
Yeah. She wanted to go talk to Shiovana anyway. So, yeah. One, that she's leaving. Two, that she may have sent an insane, emotionally toxic rabbit their way. Mellow her out. And just some shit that's working in Phoenix's brain at the moment.
Each of you, the rest of our crew from the Reckoning, as you are brought to the monastery, the Order of the Second Life. Once again, the insignia of a green beetle on the sort of this large stone doors that are currently open. There is sort of like clean, flat sort of stone floor that makes up majority of sort of the training spaces. Two large figures. They are both satyr, so sort of the goat half that goes down. Large people, both of them.
Aren't they like 6'4" and 6'5"?
Yeah, they're about 6'4". Each of them are about equal height. So you see they both walk in. And of course the horns does not help because it sort of also gives them width as well. We see that there is more of a brown, white spotted satyr man with sort of this large fur, sort of where the goat sort of fur starts to come out. Gives the illusion of a beard. Kind of like always squinted eyes because he's always smiling. As opposed to his wife, Shiovana, who is darker fur, very dark, like dark gray, a little bit, with sort of like patches of white, sort of like streaks. And you see that there's both of them have like the goat eyes, sort of the different slit. she has sort of cloaked a little bit, just sort of this beautiful headdress with sort of two holes where the antler, the horns sort of peer out, sort of draped over her. Greet Phoenix. You mentioned about Wakia. I think Oz in this scene goes, well, no way we're ever going to induct one of those people. They've got too much of a chip on their shoulder to think they're going to run everything.
Yeah, I told her to be nice and that you would humble her. And she smiles.
I think Giovanna goes, well, we certainly don't. I think it's just best that she just doesn't show up. If I'm going to be very honest.
This is coming from the woman that has 12 children. Wow. Okay.
Well, it's all preparation. When you have that many kids, it's preparation is very important. So you definitely start to put yourself in positions where you don't have to be stressed. It's a great way to survive. And to do that, I'm not going to want to have this person nearby. But if they do show up, we'll be prepared.
I think she can do it. Do you got a metal suit, Oz, instead of just the bracers on the legs? Because maybe if you put her in one of those and then tell her to run, maybe she'll get it all out. She also has thunder, so I don't know how that's going to work. But, well...
Yeah, careful, actually, of the metal. You might get shocked a little bit.
Oh, it's not for them. She runs in it. She'll be the problem. There's
Have
dirt.
you tried?
I
I don't think... by the way, and starts to, everyone shakes their hand.
Yeah.
Giovanna, Oz, introductions, get the names across. She goes, I think Giovanna has talked about you, Arrow, to Oz, so he kind of clocks in the moment he hears your name, and he's like, oh, fast fella. You should try. You're talking about the metal. You should try these on. They're fun.
Tell me they're not weighted.
Oh, they're very much weighted.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm fine. I have time to kill.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Have some fun. We'll just walk around the campus here and then the order, and you just. Well, he's gonna struggle to catch up. Don't worry, he will.
He will put them on and just start dragging his feet.
I think Phoenix will pull Giovanna to the side and explain to her, one, what just happened, and two, the whole relationship business, because she doesn't know what to do about either. You, have a decent relationship. Obviously, you have 12 children. You know stuff I don't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Excuse the language. I know you don't like when I do that.
Well, I kind of figured that you weren't here to stay. And we've talked about a little bit of that you were, you were going to continue to explore. And I don't think that you're quite ready when it comes to full training. Usually it's a lot more than 2 weeks. So...
Came in handy.
It did. I'm happy it did. I'm really happy. So I'm going to give you this, and she gives you 1 sending stone.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the other one. So if you ever need some insight, or I could wake you up to probably keep your blood going, make sure that you're staying on track when it comes to your regiment of training, we can have that going, okay? I'm going to trust.
Thank you.
I'm going to trust you that you can do it on your own.
I can. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back and stay one of these days.
Wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. She's saying this, and she goes, she looks over to Legati and Mask and goes, and you too, if you ever feel like you need a place to stay safely, feel free to ask for me here at the Order of Second Life. We'd be happy to give you some cover.
Thank you. And Mask is themselves again. They've dropped the Arita form at this point. I feel like they made a show of leaving, and then they're kind of back to their normal. Are there any satyr children around, or are they all at home?
Yeah.
They're all at home.
They don't normally bring them here because people train and break things, but they are very cute.
They're
feel like Mask is looking.
They're too much of a chaotic force. We have an elder, one of our oldest. She's about 17, so she watches them.
All of them?
Well, her and her sister they're the oldest. They kind of do their best to keep all the rest of them in line. We pay them back because when we do come back, we give them literally a few days to have some fun by themselves.
If it were me, I'd just have them run laps.
I'm honestly not surprised that they already do that, so who knows. At the same time, we can hear, let's go! Come on, you got it! Let's go! Move your legs!
You weeks fucking shit!
Up the stairs! You got it! Up the stairs! Man, you're doing pretty good now. You sure you don't want to join? I'll be your sponsor.
Shivana.
Oh, all right. We're falling behind. Let me takes the things off. All right, there we go. Starts to. All right. Great hustle. Love it. I heard a lot of things that you were running around a circle hitting a ball, so that'd be fun.
And I heard you did this shit with Phoenix.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Appreciate the help loosening her up.
Oh, yeah, well, he kind of brings you aside and goes, well, I don't know. She was real wound up. Yeah, she talks a lot about how her interaction with the rabbit was she's wound up. I mean, Apple's not too far, but
No,
I think she's making some strides, you know?
she has. I've seen it.
Good. Encourage
So,
her. Encourage her to have some days off.
I'll do my best. I'm not sure I'm really the one she wants to hear that from right now, but
Well, don't
I
make
did
it
want to
sound like
thank-
a lecture. Just be like, hey, Phoenix, do you want to maybe go have some food? Or maybe do you want to have I don't know, you want to have a little bit of a race. You lose, but you still have fun.
we're not exactly as we were last I was here.
Oh, well, regardless, you probably best know her. So anything else you can do just as maybe just a friendly reminder to take a break.
I will.
All
And-
right.
Again. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I think Shivana gives you the sending stone. You say your goodbyes unless there's anything else you'd like to say to Shivana or Oz.
I would like to roll a perception check to see if Masks here is either Phoenix talks to Shivana or Arrow talk to Oz about the relationship situation.
Yeah. Phoenix does do that. She word vomits everything to Shivana.
I think you would have been close to Shivana because the only person who was falling behind was Arrow because of the weights.
And was it said quietly? Like, I would like to know if I heard.
No, if she's like next to Shivana, she doesn't really care if Legati or Mask overhears.
You guys head your way towards Everloom across the blinding forest, past the little shack that Mask you were spending a lot of days in. Past that, through the stretched thicket, and you can already see the reflected pond and pool that is the cauldron surface. The lone sort of water surface that separates the kingdom to the unity. There in Everloom, once again, seeing sort of the massive barrier that separates the kingdom to the land of beasts and voices. But more or less, what you're looking for is a particular fairy. Let's see here.
The Cauldron Fairy.
The Cauldron Fairy. There's a lot of fairies here that are trying to capitalize on sort of the tentative ceasefire and peace that's between the unity and the kingdom of like it's very cabby. It's like if you went to Egypt and you know how like there are cabbies are like, I'll do it, my friend, for this much, and I'll do this much, and like you're getting kind of like people. You're not sure if you're getting swindled or people are trying to lowball you to make sure that they're just getting paid. All of them, from what you can hear from sort of the discussions that they have to go through, there's a lot of like investigation. They go through your bags because again, no one's. I'm pulling from a far thing, but I saw a movie called Tetris where an American goes to Russia during sort of the tense Cold War situation, and even then it's like they they call it in, they stamp your name, they kind of check what you're doing here. So every sailor is going, yeah, well, first we have to go through checkpoint. You have to get your name down. And you're like, no, I don't need to go through that. Because I'm going to find his name real quick. You find Danny Grace. Danny Grace, who it's been a few days, wasn't expecting you to show up, and is currently, you see him in a small little booth with a small, there's a little counter, and he's eating lunch, and he's writing paperwork, and he's looking out at some of the docks. He hasn't paid attention to you yet, and he's like, no, of course, you want to move it that way. No, make sure number 3 is filled. We gotta make sure that we gotta get the most amount of people we can stuffed in. He kind of does a double take, and he goes like, oh, shit. Hi.
Hi. Passage for 4, please.
Okay. Puts his sandwich down and goes, sure. I still need to pay the crew lest they get suspicious. I'm not going to take my cut. I will cover the legal fees when it comes to transfer. So for my working crew, all it's going to be is 40 gold pieces each.
Wonderful. That sounds exactly like what we spoke about before.
Yeah.
And I'll hand over the 160 gold for all of us. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Danny. Graceful till the end. It's such a good friendship we've got going here.
By the way, the Ravens are not gonna. This is it, right? We're square.
Oh, this is a consistent thing. But yeah, other than this, we're fair. If I need to come back, I'll talk to you. But this is the extent of it as far as I'm concerned.
Good. High pitch. Roberto, I think we have 4 more. We could fill up the slots. Remember I told you how to fill it up? I think we found ours. Don't worry. Head to dock 6. They'll situate you. And I was preparing for this moment, and he starts to go through some old documents that he had folded 6 times. So he has to unfold. Hands you 4 documents that it doesn't have your picture or anything. It's a waiting illustration, but it does have 4 passes that have already been pre-stamped. So you guys have been pre-approved, so you don't have to give your actual names, but it does have fake names for you. Legati is Sancho, so given that.
Michael.
You're right there? What's it called? I have here that for Phoenix is Maria.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. We have Arrow is Robert.
Robert, let's go.
Robert the Drow.
Robert the Drow.
I gotta call Bob.
And then for Mask, it literally just says Majesty.
You go mad.
You guys head out to the ship. Stamp. They look over your documentation. You see sort of this tired-looking dockhand and sailor is like, all right, we've got 4 more seats in the back, and it is. If anyone's ever seen the boats that go to Liberty Island, it's in New York where they go to the Statue of Liberty. There are these ferries that go to Liberty Island where it's just outer seating and just a cover. It's not glamorous. It's not gorgeous. It is literally you guys on the edge of a boat. There's enough, you're not going to drown because it goes high enough where it won't. And there are a couple of there's strong men who are currently paddling, sort of using a bicycle chain situation where they're trying to kick the paddle so they can ferry across the cauldron surface. Very New York feel. hey, get out of the way, kind of feeling like they have to swerve around other ships and ferries. And so they get you across. The further you get across the cauldron surface, you start to feel a little bit warmth. Kind of, it's going further south, the shimmering of sands is reflecting the sun and kind of catching your eyes as you get to a beautiful sand oasis like home and city. Welcome everyone to the city of Cormac, where there are thin, tall buildings made of sandstone and brick that have like these sort of wooden foundations. A lot of them have circular tops. There are, like, it's not like squared or alleywayed built like Outlook. It's a little bit more spaced out, and there are like planters where like dirt has been applied, and there are palm trees and other kind of like desert and tropical looking foliage currently splayed across this fairly probably as large as Everloom, so it has some pretty good distance. And there are numerous districts here, but it is a beautiful sight to behold as you welcome yourself, as you start to get semi-interrogated. As you walk off the boat, you see that there is a guard who, like, dressed in a different garb. You see that they have sort of like mainly covered over the head, across the chin, sort of crisscross into sort of what it looks like to be like soft linen, but that is sort of interlaced with leathered stripped armor. See that they have scimitars at the side, and all of them have bandoliers with like bottles across their chest that glow different colors. You get stopped, and they're like, Sancho, okay. See us here. You're here for pleasure. Welcome.
Thank you.
Down. Maria, Robert, Majesty gives you a second look. Majesty, that's a unique name. They kind of collect you guys up and goes, well, how long do we think that we're going to stay here within the Unity?
Question for the DM. Our passes, are they like tourist visas?
They're like work visas.
Work visas, okay.
Yeah. So you have the benefit of like saying a few months if you wanted to.
Yeah. Till the work one's dry.
All right. Well, we'll have you on a temporary stay for 90 days. After that, it's requested that you head back to a guard station or one of the, probably here back in Cormac, where you could head back to this area. We can then reassess whether or not you need to have an extension or you do need to return back to the kingdom.
Sounds great.
Stamp. Welcome to Cormac. And you are let loose. And as we enter in this new town in a new continent, again, these are city-states. They work independently. They're not part of the kingdom. The Jeweled Unity is just sort of a loose collection of them working together, but they all work independently. They all have their own little mayor that does their thing here. We are going to call today's session. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.